What's up, everyone? This is my second time now doing this. I got almost all the way through, and then it was like, hey, we don't have enough space, apparently. So I'm going to fly through this today because I don't want this video to get cut off again. So we are in week 2 of our series on Ruth, EverAfter. God gives us hope, Ruth chapter 2. So make sure you read that this week to have a little bit more insight into the story. First small group is called To Be Continued, where you're all going to get a foam die for your small group. And you're going to say these words, once upon a time, and you're going to roll the die, and you're going to say, okay, we get to add 3 words. It rolls a 3. We get to add 3 words to this story. Who wants to add 3 words? Once upon a time, there was a, that's all we can say for now. We got to roll the die again, let that kid roll the die. Oh, it's a 4. Once upon a time, there was a, and then you pick on someone else in the group. You say, I need you to add 4 more letters, or 4 more words, sorry. And so they're going to say, once upon a time, there was a dragon in the woods. Great. That's where we got to stop. Let's roll again. Boom. Oh, it's a 6. And you just go around and you just tell the story. And so you can go as long as you want or as short as if it goes horribly. I don't think it will, but if it does, go short. At the end of that, your transitional point is when you go, hey, what do you think the main difference is between a good story and a bad story? Well, the best stories show us that no matter how bad things get, there is hope that things will get better. So that's what we're really going for here, is this hope that things will get better. And when Ruth meets Boaz, there's this idea that this is going to get better. So we'll come across the hall. We'll play our game, which is a 3-point contest. But the hoops are hula hoops that 2 kids are going to hold up above their heads. And then 2 other kids are going to shoot the balls, which are kind of like beach ball things. We'll do our worship. We'll do our story, which, again, the story is linked here. So you can copy and paste that link right into your web browser and open it up. In our second small group, you have your questions as normal, followed by sharing stories of hope. So, for example, can you think of a time when you experienced hope? And it says, I'll go first. If you're going to do this one, I would lead by sharing. So share your own story of hope with your group. A time when someone showed up for you to offer hope in a hopeless situation, and invite kids to do the same in pairs or in small groups. Next, you will do prayer requests. Now we're right here. You're going to do prayer requests and pray for your kids. Memory verse practice with a small ball where you're going to toss the ball around and just practice saying the memory verse. And then, this is the announcement. I didn't do it at the beginning, but I'm doing it now. Have the move up talk. If you're a 5th grader, this is your last week in Kidmin. Next week, you are a 6th grader, and you are going to go to church with your parents. If you are a 1st grader, next week, you are in a new classroom. Your classroom will no longer have the Lego wall. You will go across the way to the room that has a rock wall. If you're in the 3rd grade, this is no longer your classroom next week. You are now in the big room with the video games, and you will check right into the big room because you will now be a 4th grader. For our kindergarten 1st grade leaders, you're going to have a whole group of brand new kids who are going into kindergarten, which means they have never been to school. Some of them have been to preschool. Some of them have never been to school. So let me give you a little helpful tip about all this. You might just need to throw it all away the next week. Not this week, because you're going to have your kids. But in the next week, you might just go, dude, that's a lot. That's a lot I'm asking of these kids who've never been to school. So have that conversation. Tell parents while they're checking. I'm pointing at the checkout door right there. Tell those parents, man, hey, next week, 1st graders over there. Hey, next week, 3rd graders over there. Hey, next week, 5th graders with you because we are moving up next week. Then we will have a game called the Hula Hoop Help a Friend Hoop Pass. And so this is the traditional hold hands, and then you got to fit the hoop through your body. Or I guess you got to fit your body through the hoop. And we're going to use the same hula hoops that we used earlier in our 3-point shooting contest. So do me a favor. Do your best to not break the hula hoops because we will need those. And then lastly, if you don't want to play the hula hoop game, you can give your kids a coloring page, especially the younger kids. There's Ruth gathering wheat, which is from the story. And then again, always you don't have to do the share hopeful stories part. You don't have to do all of these. You have so much stuff to do this week. You will not run out of things. And in fact, you will have to cut something from it. So decide, are you going to cut the stories? Are you going to cut the hula hoop pass? Do not cut the move up conversation because it needs to happen. And in fact, by the time I send this to you, I may have even moved it to the top of the list. So that's it for the week. You got the coloring page, and then they're done. It's time to go home. So have a great week. Have a great day. I will see you very, very soon, both literally and metaphorically, with the next week lesson plan. So have a good one, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.